Hi, it's Jo from the London Nutritionist, and I often get asked about the different constituents of our diets like carbohydrates, protein and fats, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about them now. Carbohydrate is the body's preferred energy source, and we need carbohydrates to function properly, but they've had a bit of a bad time recently with several fad diets ruining their reputation. But without adequate and regular intake of carbohydrates, we can become tired and irritable and can crave sweet foods. You need about 5 portions of carbs per day, spread out over your meals and snacks, and a portion is about the size of your fist. We get carbs from foods such as pasta, rice, bread, potatoes, cereals and beans, and we also get refined carbohydrates from sugar. The best carbohydrates for you are the whole grain varieties such as brown rice, wholemeal pasta and bread, and beans. These take time to digest and therefore they provide a slow release of energy into the bloodstream, keeping you going for longer and keeping those sugar cravings at bay. Protein in our diet comes from either animal sources such as meat, fish, eggs or cheese, or from plant sources such as soya, tofu, beans and legumes. Proteins are made from collections of smaller bits called amino acids. Imagine your boiled egg is made of Lego and all the different shaped and coloured blocks are the different amino acids. Your digestive system takes all those blocks apart and builds new proteins out of them. And we need protein to make cells, enzymes, hormones and to help our immune system work properly. There's over 20 amino acids in our food and different foods contain a different mix of them. We need to get all of them in order to make new proteins. If you think about all the different shapes and coloured Lego blocks you need if you want to make a car or anything else. Animal foods tend to have all these amino acids, whereas most plant foods tend to be missing one or another. So in order to get the complete range of amino acids from plant foods, you need to get a mixture. Beans and legumes tend to have proteins and amino acids that are complementary to grains, so beans on toast or rice and peas are winning combinations. Good fats are a necessary part of our diet. We use it for energy, making cells and carrying fat-soluble vitamins. But getting the balance right is really important. The body can't make all the different fats, so we need to get some from our diet, such as omega-3s, which are found in nuts, seeds and their oils, and oily fish such as mackerel, salmon and fresh tuna. Omega-3 fats help prevent blood clotting, they're anti-inflammatory and can regulate our heart rhythm. Other good fats are unsaturated fats, which are generally found in plant foods such as nuts and seeds and cereals and vegetables. There are 2 types of unsaturated fats, polyunsaturates and monounsaturates. Now the monounsaturates are thought to be particularly important for heart health. Unsaturated fats tend to be liquid at room temperature like an oil, and saturated fats, the bad ones, tend to be solid at room temperature such as butter or lard, so that's a really good rule of thumb. If you'd like more information on any of these dietary constituents, you can check out the LCC website.